Before angels, before demons, before the concepts of heaven and hell ever entered human consciousness, there were the Anunnaki. Their name, etched into the oldest clay tablets, means those who came from the sky. These aren't tales of whimsical gods playing in the clouds. This is a record of administrators, of cosmic organizers who descended to shape our reality. In the earliest Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki aren't worshipped out of love. They are obeyed out of sheer authority. They didn't float on ethereal planes. They came down from the heavens to organize the world. Their mission was to assign roles, to establish an unshakable order, and to decide the fates of all. Humanity's introduction to these beings wasn't a meeting of equals. According to the tablets, we were created after their arrival. We were formed for a purpose, to work, to serve, to take over the tasks the gods themselves no longer wished to manage. The ancient scribes were disturbingly precise about our creation. They wrote that humans were fashioned from clay, mixed with a divine essence. This wasn't a gift to elevate us, it was a method to bind us, making us both useful and controllable. The Anunnaki didn't rule from some distant, mythical realm. They built cities, they walked among us, they established grand temples, created the institution of kingship, and deliberately placed their sanctioned bloodlines on earthly thrones. Power wasn't earned, it was inherited, a divine right passed down through generations because the gods had willed it so. For a time, this system was absolute. But then, something began to change. Later texts describe a shift in the cosmic balance. Humanity became too loud, too numerous. Perhaps most alarmingly for our creators, we became too aware. The gods didn't accuse humanity of being evil or sinful. They accused us of being disruptive. The divine order was being threatened by its own creation. Their solution wasn't to guide us or enlighten us. It was to press the reset button. The Great Flood, a story that echoes across countless ancient cultures, is described in these tablets not as a punishment for our sins, but as a method of population control, a containment strategy to wipe the slate clean. Yet, it wasn't a total annihilation. One human was warned, given the knowledge to survive. A sliver of civilization was allowed to restart, but this time, under even closer supervision. After the flood, the Anunnaki began to withdraw from the forefront. They didn't disappear entirely, but their direct rule came to an end. They divided their responsibilities. Some ascended back to the heavens, some descended into the underworld, and some, the texts hint, remained hidden deep beneath the earth. From this point forward, they were no longer seen by mortal eyes, but the systems they put in place, they remained. The very structures of our society, kingship, laws, sacred hierarchies, the concept of divine right, all these are echoes of their initial design. Over millennia, the memory of the Anunnaki faded. They transformed into myths, their stories morphing into tales of angels and demons. But the architecture of control they built survives to this day, embedded in the very foundations of our civilization. The ancient texts never claim the Anunnaki were benevolent. They never say they were kind. They say they were necessary. They were the architects, the caretakers, and perhaps the wardens of a nascent humanity. And nearly every tradition that remembers them, however faintly, ends with the same unsettling implication. They left before the project of humanity was finished. They departed not because their work was complete, but because we, their creation, had learned just enough to become dangerous. The Anunnaki didn't grant humanity freedom. They gave us structure, and then they stepped back into the shadows to watch what we would do with it. Now that the gods were gone,